The Angry Marks Podcast Network is brought to you by WrestleWork, a social network to connect, create, and share everything about pro wrestling. Check it out today at WrestleWork.com.
You're listening to the Angry Marks Podcast Network.
Now, one more question, Danny, before I hand it back to Rick, and this is probably one of my own personal selfish question. Like, I am a NWA champion right now. You are a multiple-time NWA champion. And a long time ago, those three letters meant everything in the world. How proud were you when Rob Conway became the NWA World Heavyweight Champion?
Oh my God! Can you imagine? He came from OVW, and you know, Rob's a hell of a guy. I love him to pieces, and you know, I think it was very good, you know, and you know, Rob worked long and hard to get to where he was at, and just, you know, to me, an excellent in-ring talent, and I couldn't have been more proud of him. Obviously, you know, when he got called up to WWE, you know, him and Eugene Nick Dinsmore, and they got called up, you know, it was just a very good feeling to me that it happened for him. But for him being the NWA champion, that was an even greater feeling for me, because, you know, let's face it, the NWA has quite a lineage in the wrestling business. I mean, it's something that has been around for decades and decades, you know.
This is the Undisputed Wrestling Show. We're talking to Nightmare Danny Davis. And Mr. Davis is requesting all the great listeners of the Undisputed Wrestling Show to check out, what's that address again, that website address name?
It is ovwrestling.com, and it'll give you a link to the Indiegogo page. If you're already at Indiegogo.com, then just search Ohio Valley Wrestling. But the easiest way to find it is just go to the main page of ovwrestling.com. Gives a quick link and goes right to there. It's super easy to donate. You know, $1, $5, $20, $1,000, you know, whatever you want to contribute, so that way they get better equipment, be able to serve us, the fans, better, and not have to charge their local fans any more money.
Which is phenomenal. And Danny's not asking for the moon, guys. He's just requesting $25,000 to help upgrade to one of the longest-running wrestling television shows in the world.
And right now we have 25 days left. It goes till April 11th. Okay. But don't wait till April 10th. Go ahead and do it right
don't
now.
wait till April 10th, guys. Let's get on there and help out our friend Danny Davis, and let's get this upgrade for him. He deserves it. If anyone deserves it in this industry, it's Nightmare Danny Davis. Danny, last time I saw you personally on television, you were showing up in TNA, being announced as the latest gut check judge. And then all of a sudden, gut check was gone. Did you kill gut check, Danny?
Well, apparently I did. No, I think I really don't know what happened to it. I was never told what happened to it. I was just waiting 1 week to get my itinerary, and my itinerary never came. And so I think Al called me, come in and said that they were discontinuing that, and they were moving in a different direction. And I said, "Oh, you mean I don't have to leave the house?" He goes, "Yep." I said, "Oh, well, great." So, I had no problem with that. But and that was I think that happened in, I don't know, I want to say June of 2013 or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 13. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think it was January of 14. I think that's when they pulled out of OVW. They told me that bottom line there was that they were happy with everything, but and the bottom line was they just didn't have the financial resources to continue the relationship. And so
what did that do to you, Danny? I mean, with them pumping in money, obviously, to helping out your promotion, I mean, money you're probably counting on and getting it pulled on the plug without any notice. What does that do to you're an independent promotion. What's that do to you?
Well, I'll tell you straight up. Honestly, let's back up. When WWE pulled out, that was a major hit. Okay, that was a substantial hit that really, hit me hard, because when you deal with a company like WWE, there are many requirements that I had to, and standards that I had to meet, and each one of those requirements and each one of those standards that I had to meet cost me money. And so I had a lot of debt, and when they pulled out, it left a huge financial loss to OVW. And that was in February of 2008. And here it is, March of 2015, 7 years later, and I'm still here. Now, obviously, when TNA was partnered with OVW, I can tell you straight up that the financial gain was not there. It was very, very minimal. And, whether they were there or whether they were not there was not going to affect me either way. So that's how minimal the financial aspect with TNA was. So, would I have liked for them to have stayed? Of course. Did it hurt me financially that they left? Absolutely not. So, we're still, we're still kicking. So, we're obviously doing something right, because, basically we've been around, 22 years. I think I started this thing and started training guys and running shows with the talent somewhere around 1993. I think it was like March of 1993 is when I actually started the company. So we're looking at 22 years now. We are not a mainstream company. I don't really care anything about being mainstream, because honestly, it's a lot of headaches, and just running the little company that I have now, with our longest running broadcast television product and everything is headache enough. We don't have the big marketing department. We don't have budgets. We don't have budget departments. It's, everything comes through me, and I sign off on everything. And so it's a pretty tight knit run, operation. Would I like for it to expand? Maybe just a little bit, but I'm from the old schools where I like to have a solid foundation before I expand on anything. I never like to put the cart before the horse. So, yeah. But no, to answer your question, when TNA left, it was not a big financial hit at all. So, no.
Well, we're talking to Nightmare Danny Davis here on the Undisputed Wrestling Show. A couple quick more questions before we let you go tonight, Danny.
Yes, sir.
I was shocked. I don't know if you were. The living legend Larry Zbyszko going into the WWE Hall of Fame. What's your thoughts on that?
I think that's a wonderful thing. Hey, why not? Because and I mean no disrespect, but a lot of the old timers, hey, that's a good place for them, and I think it's a wonderful choice. I think it's a wonderful choice.
Yeah, it kind of caught me off guard. I didn't know if Larry still had good connections with Vince and company or not, but it was, I like Larry. I've always enjoyed watching him in the ring, listening to him talk, and it caught me off guard, but I thought it was
well, apparently he has good relations.
Yeah, apparently so. All right, tell us this, if you would, please, Danny. What's going on with Star Maker Kenny Bolin?
I got to be honest with you. I don't know. You tell me. I haven't seen Kenny.
Can you tell us why he's banned?
Well, he's not banned, but we don't have a spot on the announce booth for him. We've gone to a 2-man announce team, so that's we've had that for quite some time. So I have Gilbert Corsi and Dean Hill, and no, we don't have a spot on the announce team. So if that's why he's banned, then darn it, I guess that's why he's banned.
Danny, we could talk to you for...
I love Star Maker Bullet. He's awesome. He really is. he has the gift of gab, And but no, the reason Kenny's not at OVW now is simply because it hadn't been for a while, is because we have a 2-man announce team. When you have 3 men sitting at the desk, honestly, it gets really confusing. One guy stepping, over 2 and whatnot. It's really a hard thing to do, especially on our level, So that's why.
All right, Zane and I, like I said, are from the Indianapolis area. Well, Will's from North Carolina, so he can speak for himself. But we're close.
Yeah.
Can we come down to OVW and meet you and check out some wrestling?
You may come down anytime. Let me know when you want to come, and I will comp your tickets and give you the best seats in the house.
Whoa!
You are the man, Danny. You are the
my
man.
pleasure. My pleasure.
Now, even a Saturday night special show?
Huh?
Even a Saturday night special show?
Absolutely. I'll even do that for you on the Saturday night special.
Woo!
Even though we always sell out. Yeah. Even though we always sell it out. I'll find you a spot.
We are going, Mr. Paisley.
Sounds great.
Rick, now can I ask a question?
Sure, why not?
Oh, Daniel, look, I'm not from Indianapolis or Indiana. I'm from Carolina. Okay.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna ask because I'm a wrestler and stuff. I would just like to come there and be able to show you what I get, 5 minutes of your time, and be able to show you what I can do. We have a mutual friend. Lance Erickson's a mutual friend of ours. And
who's that?
Oh, Lance Erickson, him and Chase Stevens.
Yes.
Yeah, and they would just say, hey man, you need to go talk to Danny. You need to get in front of Danny. So if I would like to come and watch the show also. But I was just like 5 minutes of your time before the show started. That's what
you got it. Well, same thing. I'll comp you that time too. So it's not a problem. You let me know when you want to do it. That's not a problem.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Danny Davis,
thank you.
You are the best. We could talk to you for hours, and we're going to hopefully have you back on the show sometime so we can talk more wrestling with you. So let's one more time, real quick. Let's run down the fundraiser once again for OVW Wrestling. Zane, let's hit it again, and we'll have Mr. Davis wrap it up with his comments.
Well, this is go to ovwrestling.com, and on the main page you'll find a link to the Indiegogo page. And you can donate as little as $1 up to however much you want. If you want an autographed picture of one of the current stars for OVW, that's included with the $20. And it's a great thing, and it's super easy to do, and it's a safe thing, and help build the stars of next year.
And the Undisputed Wrestling Show is coming to Louisville.
And I'm looking forward to it. Thank you guys very much for having me on your program.
Well, it's been a privilege, and we appreciate it. Like I said, I hope we can have you back on sometime. We'll talk some more wrestling with you.
I'd love to come back on, and we really didn't get to talk a whole lot about the early days, but we got to visit some. But there's a lot to tell.
Stuff with you. Gotta talk about the
Absolutely.
nightmares with you. We didn't get to talk very much about it. But thank you very much, Danny Davis. We appreciate it so much. You have a great evening, and we'll be down to see you hopefully soon.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.